Did you know that by the year 2020, over 50% of US workers will be millennials? In some industries, that percentage is already much higher. One study I read says that since 2008, baby boomers have been exiting corporate America at the rate of one every 8 seconds, and that trend will continue until 2025. This is Maureen Ross Gem, founder of Emerge Leadership Academy, and I believe that leadership training is the key to helping your organization continue to grow and thrive even through this workforce transition. The reason that training is coming back into mainstream is because for the past 10 years, many businesses have relied on online educational solutions, and it just hasn't been effective when it comes to developing interpersonal communication skills. In fact, our skills in building relationships, handling conflict, and building a team of loyal followers at work has diminished, which causes more challenges for leaders. In this presentation, I'm going to share, number one, first, the challenges businesses face today with this incoming workforce. Second, the solution for building competencies and investing in your leadership team. And third, what makes Emerge Leadership Academy the right choice to implement this solution, which we call the Conscientious Leader Program. First, a little background. The millennials born between 1981 and 2000 are the largest generation in the US to date. The baby boomers topped off at around 70 million, but the millennials are somewhere around 90 million. The point is that they are absolutely going to change the world, and in fact already have. This generation is currently between 18 and 37 years old, and every generation, regardless of the label, has a lot of learning to do in their 20s, right? We all needed to gain experience and practice, but when it comes to leadership, we need to get them up to speed faster because of the fact that the Gen X population, about 45 million, is simply not large enough to fill the footprint of the exiting baby boomers. So we need to grow the leadership skills of the Gen Xers and the millennials so they can step up quicker and be more effective leaders. This younger generation grew up with social media and online learning environments, which produced a generation that has great technical skills, but are often challenged when it comes to high-functioning communication skills, relationship development, conflict management, emotional intelligence, time management, and understanding change and how to deal with it. These skills and competencies are critical in creating effective leaders at work. Now, I've spoken with many leaders as well as emerging leaders, and here are some of the challenges that they face. High turnover, challenges to build and sustain a high-performance team, keeping employees actively engaged, establishing trust with employees. Miscommunications happen, which often result in conflict, and inconsistent planning and productivity, and no time for innovation and creativity. When leaders have training, education, and mentors, everything begins to change. Businesses begin to see advantages because increasing competencies in leadership helps lower turnover rates, which means reduced recruiting costs. Managers can build and sustain high performance on their teams. Communications are improved across the organization. Employee morale increases overall. And trust and confidence in management improves. The advantages don't stop there. Leadership growth also results in more efficient teams, reduces conflict, which reduces interventions by human resources, induces high-functioning relationships, raises productivity overall, provides room for increased innovation and creativity, allows for focused succession planning, and last but not least, increases profits due to higher productivity and better team management. Have you ever been to training and thought, oh, well, that was great, and you felt motivated to make changes, but you never followed through? Well, we always have action plans developed at the end of a training session, but unless you have a lot of self-discipline to follow through, most likely you will not take action. That's why it's important to have accountability, either in a partner or a mentor. A coach or a mentor provides that extra motivation to help keep the learner on track to implement their plan of action. Having a follow-up coaching session after a training class will help the learner decide what one skill they would work on as a result of what they learned. And then the two will put their heads together, create a plan of action on how to practice or implement the new skill in their work environment. And finally, the learner will then take the necessary steps to make changes and implement the behaviors needed to integrate the new skill. This is why the Conscientious Leader Program was developed. It's a combination of experiential learning opportunities coupled with individual coaching sessions. This is recommended to create a development plan for each participant and hold them accountable. The coaching also provides a witness for the growth of each individual to share their successes and feel good about the changes that they're making. This is a 6-month program designed ideally for 12 participants. The curriculum would be created for each client individually based on the business priorities that are identified. Now, we have over 20 topics to choose from. So it would include 6 full days of training or 1 class a month, which can be broken into 2 half days if needed. Now, each participant would receive a 45-minute coaching call in between the training days to discuss their personal development plan and individual issues that they may need help with. So if a training day is missed, the participant will receive a self-study guide on the content of the class and can review it with the coach if there's any questions. However, the experience in the classroom is required to get the full benefits of the program. The classroom environment is key for participants to interact, learn from each other, practice their skills, and listen to all perspectives. A certificate of completion will be awarded to those who do complete the program. Why Emerge Leadership Academy? Well, I spent my career in a variety of businesses, including manufacturing and corporate, and now I'm running my own training and mentoring business, successfully turning managers into leaders in all kinds of companies. I have my master's in education, and I understand the needs of adult learners. I know how to manage a group of learners who are uncomfortable in taking risks and practicing with others in the learning environment. I am confident in creating a safe space in my classrooms and building relationships by mentoring and motivating managers to make the changes they know they need to make. Now, I firmly believe that personal growth leads to professional growth. And helping leaders understand the depth of their impact on others and knowing more clearly what they're capable of to build the competencies of their people, well, that is my mission. I know how to tap into the best of people. I understand what motivates and drives employees and can help managers bring out the best in others. I also train trainers and have exceptional coaches in my business. We work together as Emerge Leadership Academy continues to grow to take on more clients like you so we can transform more managers into leaders and impact your business. Now, how we work with clients is to first meet with senior leaders in your organization to identify high potential program participants and assist in establishing progressive development and retention plans. We design, develop, and implement a leadership and communication curriculum for a cohort of up to 15 leaders or potential leaders in your organization. We coach program participants on effective leadership strategies and interventions involving employee development and change management. We support and coach program participants in building and growing their teams, identifying and motivating high performers, and navigating difficult conversations when needed. We provide feedback to human resources regarding improving people strategies and for diagnosing and enhancing organizational effectiveness, employee safety, and employee satisfaction. We will also take before and after metrics to measure the impact, like on the individual participants, their team's productivity, and how it impacts the overall business. I want to wrap up with a reminder that this millennial generation is going to change the world, and they are already impacting your business. Let's make sure they have the right focus on values, ethics, and the discipline they need to grow and provide the leadership we know they are capable of. Take action today and set up an appointment with me at maureenrg.youcanbook.me to to discuss your business needs and how the Conscientious Leader Program can help your organization. We need better leaders in the world, and your contribution matters. If you are in manufacturing in Connecticut or Massachusetts, please ask how you can get 50% of your training costs reimbursed by the state.